For those of you who are taking Writing 1 today in week 12, we're going to be continuing to work in our one document, answering the question, what makes a good English language teacher? Just want to give you an overview here of how we're going to be working today and tomorrow to complete this week's task, working in this one document. And if you have a laptop computer and if you're able to bring that to class, I think it would make looking at this text a little bit easier since it's going to be a rather long text. But here, I want to show you, if you are using a desktop computer or a laptop computer, that you have a view available here called navigation. So we want to make sure that we continue keeping our headings. We have two level headings. This is our first level heading that we're going to be using, which it has each of the sections is going to be a level 1 heading, and then each of our subsections, you will be developing a paragraph based on your respective subheadings. Do make sure that you have your name after your respective section heading. So in parentheses, I would add your first name only, just as most of you have already done. Make sure that you have your text underneath your respective subsection. And we're going to, for the text itself, below each of your subsections, we're going to use Calibri font size 11. So for example, here, I'm going to select this text. And I'm going to go into Home. And I'm going to search for Calibri and select 11. So this is what we want to use. Now, notice here, and sometimes this happens if we're not careful whenever we are either copying and pasting text or we're just hitting enter. We want to make sure that our text below our headings is normal font. So if you notice here, I have this text selected and it comes up a heading 3. We can also tell that this is a heading by this arrow. Anytime you see these arrows, then you know that you have some kind of heading. And you'll notice here I'm able to expand and collapse this information. So in our case, the headings are fine. These are the headings that we want, but the text itself, we're going to change this to a normal font. So again, I'm going to select my text. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to select normal, and that's what we want. So this is going to be how all of our text should appear. So anytime you copy and paste your direct quotes from an outside source, you will have to go in and make this change, because when you copy and paste over from one source to another, you're also copying and pasting the font styles, and in some cases, even the size. So this will require us to go in and make sure, again, that our selected text is Calibri, font size 11. And notice I had to do it again a second time after I changed to the normal font. The normal font might be a different font size. So what I would do is just change it to normal first and then go in and select Calibri, font size 11. And again, I'm just talking about the text that you're going to be developing this week, your paragraph. And we want to maintain our heading structure as we've discussed, so that it appears in this outline, in this navigational pane on the left-hand side of your screen. Notice that we can jump around and find all of the information very quickly by selecting each of the headings or subheadings as we need to. And this is what we want. We want to be able to find each other's work very quickly. And we can do that by selecting each of these. Now, I just noticed here that we have a section 10 that's actually a level 2 heading, but we want to change this to a level 1. So this is a good time to show you, if that happens, how to fix it. So I'm going to select the heading. Notice here it says heading 2. We want to change this to a heading 1, and notice now that it is, in fact, a level 1 heading, and you can see that here in the navigational pane here on the left. I added also the references at the very bottom. So today, Thursday, October 31st, we're going to be talking about references, and this is where we're going to include our references. according to APA, we want to alphabetize our headings. So we want to make sure that our references are alphabetical according to the author's last name, and they appear here in this page, in a separate page at the end of our document. All right, so just wanted to give you a brief overview of what or where we're going to be working, how we're going to manage this document as we conclude this week's task.